back to Facts B, Episode 4. My name is Damon. We have DJ, Mike, Darren, new guest,
Stilo
D. All right. We got a lot of great topics tonight. We got a lot of things we got to cover. For one, we're going to go with alternative energy tonight. Something way off the base. We're not going to go straight into sports. We're not going to do straight sports because there's a lot of things that's happening and a lot of artists out here. They got some songs out there we're going to touch bases on. I done heard a couple of them briefly. I got some opinions. Mando got some opinions. I'm going to get you guys' opinions. Let's start off with number 3, marijuana in sports. What do you guys feel about instead of opioids, giving these players that which they become addictive to it, sometimes running their career anyway, and leads to them being in prison or in the court system, versus marijuana, which has been proven not to have anyone never in the history of marijuana that has been produced or being used productively, or consumed, I should say. No one has never overdosed. Never. Right. Opioids, we hear about.
It's an epidemic. It's becoming an epidemic.
Right. Close to 100,000 people a year, just in the United States alone, are dying from these things that are prescribed to them and they're getting hooked. So, I've seen on one of the sports program where one of the NFL players applied for a waiver through the NFL that he wanted to use marijuana instead of being using an opioid because he was a child of 2 people who were addicted on those drugs. So he's thinking that I have a good chance of being addicted as well. Marijuana has worked for him. He don't have any pain. He's been productive in the NFL. So let's get into that and what you guys think about that. We're gonna start with anybody want to start off with? Okay, Darren, what you think?
Let him do it. You ain't gonna stop him in the first place. We know a ton of sport. Like in every sport, a ton of players are high on the when they play.
We already know.
We already know they're doing it.
But we know what marijuana can do.
Yeah.
The science and the information we have about marijuana to this point.
You know why? I want to get to the real reason of why they want to allow weed in sports.
Why is that?
Because just like doctors, the NBA is tied to the pharmacy. The pharmacy is paying for promotions and stuff. You get CVS, or not CVS, but pharmacies. They give donations to the leagues and all of that stuff. So the leagues in return, we're gonna use your pills. The doctors know that if I give somebody some weed, some of these things I don't have to prescribe. Percocets, I don't have to prescribe all these other drugs, but they do it because the pharmaceutical companies are paying them.
I also feel like the reason why they're stopping, they're really reluctant on dropping these restraints is because they want the players to be seen as role models.
But giving them opioids,
no, but
giving them heroin. That's what opioids is. Y'all not clear.
That's what I'm saying.
Opioids is heroin.
They would rather have you
heroin
relieve pain or anything with the pill.
It's unnatural.
Which they're not promoting. Which kids below the age of 10 really won't think about opioids.
I disagree.
They see a ton of people who
smoke opioids
in their music videos and all that stuff. So they're they
lately,
don't want these players to be.
Let me say this: in the '90s, early 2000s, '80s, they did promote marijuana in videos. Now they promote opioids in videos.
Yeah.
The Molly's, all this other stuff. They're using all these other drugs to promote. If it's not something that's going to make them money, marijuana is becoming almost legal anyway. So, what's the amp that? Why would you want to amp that? That's like saying making a rap song about gas is $2.95. Who want to hear that? But if it's something that's supposed to be underground, everybody likes
no gas on yet.
Everybody likes things that's underground, secret. So opioids, it's a pill. Marijuana, one of the reasons I believe marijuana won't be used in the legalized in the professional industry is because they
me.
They're not
It
making
was-
money necessarily.
It was stopped because it was a hemp, which was where marijuana was also used in hemp. Those things, and it was you can get it anywhere. Hemp, but it's used for rope, it's used for fuel, it's used for. So they said no, let's ban that. We got gas, we got gasoline, we got this type of fuel. We don't need that. Let's ban it. That's why marijuana has been banned along with hemp, because the other big industries felt as though it was an intimidation factor. And it's still on the books. They made it illegal back in the 30s, 40s. But those rules still apply. They don't want to change it. They're not going to change those laws. Because there's no. They can change it now because it's a medical reason for it now, but I feel as though they should allow. If a player chose to use marijuana and to heal his body, relieve pain over a drug that can kill him by overdosing, rather than a natural substance that never been proven in the history of this existence to ever overdose on, I believe that person should have that right.
How you feel about it, Steve-O?
I feel like it's all tied in together regardless of how anybody try to justify it. Because it's like, if you prescribing me the drugs, you know I'm going to get fined if I get caught with the drug. But at the end of the day, you know that I'm hurting myself on this field, so I need the drug. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the players
it's
be wanting
It's a
them,
win-win, and it's like a win-lose. Because you know you finna be getting paid all this money, but they want you to spend all that money.
Okay, let's take it away from just sports. Let's say if you're an everyday worker, you got injured on your job, and they say, well, we're going to prescribe you.
The doctors are getting paid by pharmaceuticals.
We'll give you these pills, then rather than prescribe you medical marijuana.
And depend on, and actually the people knew what to
Pain
add.
reliever. I'd rather relieve pain from something that I know I'm not going to get an overdose on, that I can still get my body back in shape. That I can't say, well, if I don't have it, I can't get, Most people
Realistically, I know what you're talking about. Realistically, the problem is that the doctors don't really know how bad the pain is. Either that or they don't know that they're dealing with an addict. Because if I get 30 pills for 30 days, it don't take nothing but 3 pills for me to get addicted anyway.
Okay, well, when you getting 6, 7, 8 prescriptions for those pills, somewhere they realize that this is a problem, right?
Are you getting addicted off of 3 pills?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Well, when I was prescribed, I was prescribed an opioid one time when I had a surgery.
If you have like
I
a
took it
major
one
pain?
time. I took it one time.
I never had like a major.
While I was in the hospital, they gave me that pill one time when I was aware of them giving me the pill. And when I went to sleep, I had these real weird dreams. So I figured that's something I don't want to get used to. It starts off with weird dreams. What's next? So that was something I didn't want to get used to. So I didn't ever want them to prescribe me something like that. I'd rather do over-the-counter medication rather than using what they was trying to offer. And that's just how I felt about it. But
at least you knew what it was firsthand, though.
because it's very hard to tell a doctor how your pain feel.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna say something different.
Yeah.
And
they gonna think that's what
The honest thing is, doctors guessing. At the end of the day,
they just take a guess.
We want the doctors to be like, these people know for sure, but they guessing.
Well,
At the end of the day, they guessing.
Bro, have you ever seen Black Mirror?
I never seen that.
Okay, we're gonna spin off real quick. Black Mirror, the exact thing about the doctor, they had this neurotransmitter that he put on his head and he put on the patient's head so he can know
Exactly how they felt.
And where the pain was. Now, something like that would be able to, help them better with the situation.
That's in a way is a reality.
Me, I'm a little skeptical of that because I don't want nobody inside my head.
Yeah, I'm about to see some.
This is what I'm saying.
I feel the same way.
Because we was just in church.
What do you guys think about solar? And that's a word I would like to use. That's why I like this. Even my sons, they got all these big words for me. What was that word you used? Environmental. Yeah.
You're looking for ecosystem.
going out there leave her.
You ever watch smoke go up and you figure out where you going next? But no, we're gonna talk about like windmills. We're talking about windmills, solar power, nuclear energy. What do you guys think about those things? Windmills, horsepower.
I feel like, go ahead.
I feel like oil is a thing of the past and it's still being used. Because
Go ahead. I want to
like I feel like we like through all of like what we have, like what we know about like the harm that oil like that our natural gas and fuel causes to our ecosystem and to the environment, like say into our ozone, what it's doing to it.
That's
I
what
feel like
for ozone. But go ahead.
I feel like like we have and we know several alternatives for like energy. So we're the second most. We're the country who uses nuclear power the second most. Like except France, we're right behind France. And yeah, France is about 92%, I think, of their power.
Okay, you talking about when you say using it for their
or as overall energy, what we get from
who's producing? Do you know who's producing the most nuclear energy
in the world or in the U.S.
in the world? Because if we're producing all this energy, why are we not using what we produce?
It's not.
It's
not about who's producing it because nuclear power is like something you go get nuclear power. You create that. That's you use fusion reactors to do that. So.
Well, I want to talk about windmills because when you start talking about all this nuclear react, I don't know how to create that at the house. I can put a windmill up, I can put a solar panel.
You also can't put a windmill up on any house or any location because we live in an area that rarely gets strong wind. You won't have much power for most of the year. So you might want to have a ton of them, which we do have in those very windy areas.
You'll be better off with solar power.
It would be way better off with solar power
Yes,
because
it's more costly.
overcast in St. Louis is while it can be calm and
So
it's not
why
necessary.
is our government not pushing us to transition to something to where it
Because solar power, that's probably like a one-time buy.
Exactly.
Gas, you gotta buy gas.
Exactly. It's simply about money. They can't monetize something that
You
you
guys,
the sun is providing the energy.
hydropower.
How do you
Everything.
monetize
Because if
the
it's
sun?
more water on the world,
That's why I was
than it is
that's why I said
land.
they're gonna start creating to where the sun will get blocked.
Okay, you know, I used to
After
watch
3 o'clock, you can't get no more sun over there. You better pay your bill.
I used to see this show.
You pay your sun bill for the month?
There used to be a show used to come on years ago when people try to
Yes.
use things that didn't have to like use gas or
Like animals.
electricity. They made their own power. And they had like bikes that generated.
Right.
If you pedal it, you can see TV. You watch TV because it was plugged in. It was all hooked to your bike. So as long as that's like using your exercise bike. Why can I wonder why the two not coming together. The exercise industry, who's producing these machines to get us in shape, along with the other.
First off, it shouldn't be no energy. It shouldn't. The exercise people will only create another business. All the businesses will then put their money into exercise equipment and charge people the wazoo up the ass to get the exercise equipment.
Yeah.
But
All you need is the people that know how to make solar panels.
These big shadows.
Provide them for everybody.
Right.
It's that simple.
Is a solar panel gonna power your house all day?
Yeah, if you have the solar
It works
power
that way.
is that exactly what that is.
And it's a one-time buy usually. A one-time buy.
Well, let's start telling people let's start buying solar panels. And,
But they cost so much because the government only allowing these people to make so many of them.
I remember Rock tried
Because-
to start an initiative to start producing more companies.
He said a lot of stuff.
And they
Why do you
shut
think
down.
so many people dislike
the government
Rock?
shut it down.
Why do you think so many people dislike him?
Because he was black.
No.
The first thing.
Well,
Brock used to
I guess
talk
some
very
people.
well. I don't think he wanted to do a lot of this stuff.
Why you think he
I feel like he had a lot of positive, like views for what our country can be, like what we could be doing. Once he didn't push towards them very much. 2, he was pushing away from the 1%. Like a lot of people who make money off of us not making money. Like he was going away from that and saying, like, hey,
What did you hear him say something against 1% people?
well, say if all of our initiatives that we want.
Okay, let me not say where did he say something.
He didn't
What
directly-
what
He didn't do
thing did he
much.
put anything forward to go against?
A
That's
lot
what
of
I'm
people say,
saying.
I heard a lot of black
He
people say he
didn't
didn't
push
do
it
much.
very
He
much.
talked a lot.
I heard a lot of black people say he didn't do much for
Trump got in office
When
and
he
signed
was
10 papers the first
But
day.
the difference is,
The first day he
the
got
difference
in.
is when Trump came in office, they fell in line. When Barack came in office, anything that he tried to
Who fought
pass,
it?
they fought,
And
they
it's his
blocked.
fault.
They blocked because they had the
Who is
majority.
no?
They blocked it. Any initiative that he had, unless he
What Trump do? He
made-
took away all that initiative. I don't give a
when
nothing
he started
initiative.
making executive orders, they thought that was the worst thing that the president can do. When he said, "Okay, y'all don't want to play right, I'm executive ordering this," and when they said that was the worst thing, this man came in office day one. Executive order,
Every day he had a
executive
different
order,
idea.
executive order, and they said nothing was wrong with it. It was a
So,
racist thing. It was biased to me. That's my opinion on
oh,
that.
that's because the 1%, the white people.
The 1%.
It was that, and at the same time, Trump just gotta fall in line and do what he gotta
This
do
what I'm
for the
saying.
New World Order.
This
It's
what I'm
not
saying.
really about what's going on now. It's about
This
him
what I'm
playing
saying.
his part for right now
Right.
and getting on. Because didn't Bush have to do the same thing? He didn't
Fall
do
in line.
shit. He had to fall in line and mess
Bush
everything.
got became the president
Listen, bro.
for
Listen,
gas.
it's
He did a
tactic,
stranglehold
bro.
on gas.
He messed
That's why he went
everything
to
up.
Iraq.
Listen, bro,
Have
he
you
messed
ever-
everything up so bad to where if a black man did come in there, they will humiliate him because it's impossible to try to redo what he fucked up. You get what I'm saying? He dug a ditch so bad to where Obama had to go in there and do everything he could in little amount of time with little resources. He thought that he was back as much as we thought, but it didn't go like that. But then when Trump came down, he never cover all of that up. You see how that go? It's because they knew Obama was gonna run and they knew he was gonna win. But when Bush was doing what he was doing,
What about the next 4 years?
the next 4 years, Trump got right now. But we don't know
I'm
who's
saying
gonna come next.
Obama was in the office for 8 years.
I know I said there wasn't enough time and he didn't have
Well, y'all
the
trying
amount
to
of
say that
resources
Obama
he
did.
needed.
Who's trying to say?
I never
I don't
said
think he
I
did.
never
You know
said
why?
he
Because
didn't do
when-
what he
when-
needed to. He just
We didn't do what he
as
wanted.
much as-
When
Exactly.
Trump did the executive order, people were saying it was wrong.
Do
You
you
know what
It's not
he
even
said?
about-
I don't
it's
care
not
how
about
you
that.
feel.
It's
You
not
know
about
what
that. It's
state
about it
the
going
economy
through.
was in when he got into office? We were losing jobs faster than we lost them during the Great Depression.
All right, okay. Then you
It
said
took
he got
him.
money
It took him. It took him a
Didn't get
year. It took him
Money
a year to
disappeared.
start bringing money. I mean, bringing jobs back. A year.
Jobs was better with Obama, is what you're saying.
Yes.
They improved.
What-
That's what I'm
in a
saying.
matter of a
Yeah.
year,
You have to explain Obama and Trump.
What Trump is,
Is it
what
better
Trump
or
is getting
worse?
recognition for is what Obama put in place.
I wouldn't
What he already set in place, that's what he, for his job, the stock market, Obama set that in place.
He told me not
I
to
want to
do
get
it.
back to what you were saying. It's all our choice, and you know.
As a kid.
Is that what he's talking about when he said this is America? It's all, everything's our
Everything's
choice.
a choice because I didn't see
There's
nobody
no
watching
culture
those
no more.
kids when they was out. That's why I was saying it went back to
I don't think he was saying that.
it was a lot of messages in there. Nobody was watching the kids. You get what
It
I'm
was
saying?
to me.
It was kids was running around everywhere.
Chaotic.
It was
pure
chaos. There was no one
That's what the
watching
message
the
I got
kids. And
from.
you see that while people were getting shot and killed, some kids were still dancing. It was like a party.
The
Like,
point
used to.
was,
Yeah,
the point
like it was
was,
nothing.
Well, what is that showing you? That's not showing you no one is watching.
No,
It's
that's showing- I feel
that
like in
these
America-
kids are watching all of this
No.
and they getting desensitized by it.
No.
That's the case.
no,
Well, yeah,
but we
that's true
always
too.
seen,
That's true too.
we seen stuff when we was kids though. It ain't like we
You
just
wasn't
knew.
seeing
It wasn't.
people
We
getting
wasn't.
But it ain't
This,
as bad as
this
it is
doesn't
now.
happen. Desensitizing doesn't happen overnight. It's
Yeah.
generations.
Years and years.
It's generations.
But they have
we got
gotten
used
the
to
point where
it,
little
and then
kids-
we kept y'all in an environment to where now y'all used to it. Then you get to another environment to where now your kid used to it. To now where everybody is thinking like, well, is my kid? None of my kids got hit.
The problem is,
Y'all can still keep playing.
no,
Turn the music back
the
up.
problem is
That's what I get to.
they weren't expecting black people in social media to happen. Now with social media and the internet, all of their things is being exposed and more black people can see it in real time. No, we probably need to start sticking together. We probably need to start saying something about our people getting killed. It's more rappers. It's more, well, they probably older, the more older ones. But it's more rappers more than ever is on. We need to get the streets together. We need to get these young people doing something
Because they see what
because they know where
going
it's leading to. I think the video. I want to get to how I feel the video was. I think he danced a certain way Cause that's how the world
What was
is. We
the-
pay
what
attention
was the art
to. We pay
he
attention.
represented to you?
The art he represented to me. I'm gonna dance a certain way. Cause most people they only gonna pay attention to what you say the viral thing is. I'm a dance gay. They looking at me weird, but they not gonna pay attention. That's what the world do. We look at the viral thing, but we not paying attention to
All that shit happening behind.
what's going on behind me.
Well, another
Now that
look
I feel
at the
like
video
we really
back
need to watch the
in
video
hindsight.
real quick and watch the stuff that put everything
We
in.
could get
In hindsight, now he almost
Because everybody.
Okay, we're gonna just cover Donald Glover, also known as Childish Gambino. This is America. We're gonna touch a little bit on Kanye and T.I. Ye versus the People. I listened to it for the first time the other day. Nah, I'm more into what T.I. was talking about more than Kanye. You guys give me an example of what you guys think about that.
How we feel about it? How we feel about it?
Yeah, how you feel about it? Do you favor what Kanye was talking about more than?
I wouldn't say I favor either
Side, exactly.
But I see where both sides were coming from, which I feel like the whole song was about anyway. Was trying to just kind of give you both sides. But I definitely can agree with a lot of the stuff Kanye's been saying. Like, I don't want people to just feel like, oh no, whatever Kanye was talking about is BS. So we just gonna like no one was listening. No one. People heard a few short clips of the interview, and they used that.
Well, what did he say that was enlightening? Though, so I'm trying to figure out. What did he say that was say? Well, I can agree with that. Kanye talking about. Well, even this conversation before
I wouldn't say
song
anything was enlightening. He never made me think a certain way, but the things he was saying, I agree. I can see where he's coming from. Like I'm saying with T.I., that's why I said I don't agree with either one of them, but I see exactly where they're coming from.
So we've been enslaved by choice.
I thought mentally, like you getting back to the interview now, like, but mentally, I do feel like.
What was they saying?
But isn't the song still keeping that same frame out, red cap, sticking on the frame of you guys are used to being Democrats, you guys are hoodwinked, this is the way we should be going. Red caps for them is one thing, but red caps for me is something else. But it represents the same thing. It's like if I put on the Confederate flag, I can say, well, this don't mean racism in the South. Racism in the South. This means peace in the African community. They look at me like, you know, good damn man.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm not pointing back.
I mean, what point does that prove? That's not saying you're wrong.
I honestly, man,
If you want to uplift your people, if that's what you're trying to do, enlighten your people, you have to have a message. You have to be positive. You have to do something to bring them in the right direction. Just don't say shit to incite them. That's what I'm saying.
what is
you feel like they was trying to incite us?
I'm saying, how many positive leaders have we had, and how effective has it been on our people?
Like, why try the same thing over and over again?
How many?
So don't try to enlighten our people.
No, don't try to do it the same way.
Yeah.
Why we just gotta be like, everybody hold hands, we gotta be like and he's not really saying that much different than
I feel like this shit ain't gonna change until somebody act like the Black Panthers again. So this shit ain't gonna change until somebody start acting like the Black Panthers
It's
again.
groups out there that still like
It's
it's
what makes me
still already get groups.
But you gotta think about this. I think that Black Panthers
Muslims
has a bad reputation. They were one who wanted to uplift the black community. It wasn't about let's go out there and whoop all the white people ass.
I mean, you don't need.
I wouldn't necessarily say
We don't need them for what they were trying to say is we can maintain and sustain ourselves. Excuse me. We can maintain and sustain ourselves, and we work together as a people. And they were doing that. And when the government saw them try to produce this, no, we want you guys to be here because you help us. We need y'all in the kitchens. We need you guys. What we don't want to do no more, and they're paying the Mexicans to do. We not in the fields no more. We don't want. We don't even want to go near the field no more. If you was out of job right now, would you be go out there and pick tomatoes?
Fuck no.
If I was out of a job right now, would I go pick tomatoes? Yes. For money. Wait, what are you talking about?
For the same money that they make. Not just because you say, well, they paying, you should pay me $10 an hour. They make about whatever they pick.
I go out there and have a hell of a big day.
What are you talking about? Like, if it's something I have to do to get things done, yes, you know what I'm saying? I'm going hard. Like, well,
Would you pick cotton?
about it.
If it was paying,
Hey, everything paid. Would you pick cotton?
yeah.
Or would your pride be too hard when you got this white man say, hey, you just hold down field pick, and then you want to pick that field up?
I'm gonna do
Could you
that
put your
thing.
pride down and say, your past and your
I wouldn't
Am I getting
history
paid for it?
there.
I'm not a slave anymore. Am I getting paid for
I wouldn't
it?
ever a
slave
slave.
wages.
No, well,
You get slave wages.
We are.
I was never a slave.
What is it legal to get slave wages? What is that? What is a slave
When you
wage?
get paid under minimum wages, you have no
You
benefits.
can't know
as slave wages.
legally. You cannot legally pay.
Yeah, no one's
Or
going
a
to.
certain
Oh,
amount.
so you think all them Mexicans out there in them fields?
But Mexicans are not legally here. They're gonna take whatever you give them.
Not all of them. You can't do Mexican.
Bro, I worked at a factory
What was this?
where none of the people spoke English. All of them said they couldn't even file income taxes because they didn't want the government knowing where they were.
Okay.
I never can
all of them.
A lot of them are. A lot
Okay,
of them
listen to
are. A lot of them are.
But if that's what you had to take the same job as they was taking, they're not gonna pay you no different.
Bro, they will pay you different. I got paid more than the Mexicans that was there for years.
They would have to.
Okay, well.
They take them whatever because they know these motherfuckers, we gonna deport you if you don't take this. Or we gonna just tell you no.
Okay, so do you feel as though that we had two different artists? Do you guys think that what they're saying is to push us as a people or the young people in a direction to where we should start paying attention to what we're doing and start moving in more
I
positive?
think we keep saying the same thing over year after year
I
after
think-
year
I
after
think
year
really-
after
There's no
year
change.
I think
after
as of
year
right
after
now-
year after year. Black people got to do better. I think we
How do we
need
do
to
better?
start working.
I think
with
we're
each other.
pushing into like all the, like there's been a whole bunch of failed attempts at this, but as of right now, I think we're moving towards pushing black people into an area of reflection on like what we like seeing ourselves as ourselves and like how we truly are, and not to put us in a group and saying like all black people are this way, but like I think the majority, like what Childish Gambino's video saying, look at what we're doing. We're being put in the forefront, or some of us are being put in the forefront while all this chaos happens behind us. But what they're saying, they're giving these two angles. They're showing how that we need to look and reflect on what we are and how we are.
Drunk. Yeah.
And then we can. That's
All
how.
of this
That's how you make a.
That's,
That's how you make improvement. You can't like say if a building's foundation, building's foundation was broken and mess up. In order to improve on that building, you have to break it all the way down, and then fix the foundation, fix what was right on the bottom of it, and then rebuild it. So I think that's where we're right now. We're at the not rebuilding stage, but the breaking down.
You know, I think what stays
Flesh
here,
is it.
I think it's the last few of them real racist people left, and they trying their hardest to hold on and keep it going. Because the majority of white kids want to be black kids.
that's always that way.
No.
If you look at the fitness
No.
If you look at the fitness section,
These motherfuckers want
when the Temptations, all them artists was up
They
there
weren't
doing
calling
their
each
thing.
other niggas.
They was in the nigga clubs.
They wasn't calling each
Sticking
other
to niggas, they was
niggas.
sticking to the nigga club.
They wasn't saying nigga to each other.
We just started saying nigga until the 70s and 80s. That's when niggas started saying niggerish things. But you know what? We're gonna talk about some other topic. I'm gonna have to step away from it because I have the acid reflux thing, and it seems like that that's
It just won't.
I'm gonna take over for a while on these next two topics. Sports.
Alright, y'all. Next topic gonna be about the NBA playoffs. We finally can talk a little sports, cooler topic. How y'all feel about the Cleveland, Tennessee, Boston? We all thought it was the Sixers. I thought the Sixers was gonna get Boston.
I had
in the beginning.
Oh well, yeah. Okay.
But how y'all feel? Do y'all feel like Cleveland and Boston can take Cleveland?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You think Boston can take?
Oh hell no.
His true feelings came out.
No,
You see, I looked over there. I'm like, wow.
Nah, hell no.
He said his true
Cleveland
feelings.
got this. Stop.
How many games?
I can see it going at least 6.
You said 4.
I think
4-2.
that's a 7-game series right there.
I do too, man. I think y'all sleeping on Boston. Y'all putting a lot of faith.
No, I honestly hope they
My
not.
boy Jason gonna pull it out.
Who?
I hope they not sleeping.
He's too
on
small.
JT out there balling.
Jason Tatum is too small.
They all playing with a lot of
But he
heart.
not even, we got Al Horford out there. We got
Come
Jalen
on.
Brown.
Who got-
We. This is not my team.
That series just started?
last night to wrap up their series.
Okay, and what was theirs? What was the record?
That was 4-1. I think 6 only won one game.
What
You
about
Cleveland
where Cleveland? They swept.
They swept.
Oh, they gonna
You
sweep.
see that post
Why could they-
LeBron James made
No.
on Instagram?
What do you think?
He it was like a drawing, but it was him and he was holding
Kyle
Kyle Lowry and DeRozan in his hand, walking with him
He posted on his Instagram.
on his Instagram.
Oh, okay. He ain't got no Kyle. What's his name? Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie ain't playing.
I'm just saying. He ain't gonna wear Terry Rozier. He had.
Why
We'll
not?
see. We'll see.
Why won't he?
I think they. I think y'all.
It wasn't like he was holding their heads. He
They
was
coaches
like, he was like
better.
carrying them.
Who
by the
got a
jerseys.
better coach? Who coached?
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Got a better coach than Boston Celtics?
LeBron is the coach.
Right.
What are you talking
I
about?
can't even do it with this argument. You gonna Cleveland it up.
Right. They gonna say, they ain't gonna speak facts.
Both
The
of
name
them
of the show is Facts B.
Both-
And B, I don't
both
think
of
y'all
the guys
speaking
are young.
facts.
Both of the guys are young coaches, so
You
you
gotta
can't
do
say
one
that
thing.
one is better. We have to say Luke. He done been to the championship finals how many times?
Twice LeBron got him there.
How many
It's not like he was
times
gonna
has
hop on
Brad
the floor.
Stevens gone?
Nah.
I mean, he haven't had the squad. This year is his first time.
He doesn't have the squad.
He-
this year.
I mean, I don't know.
So you can compare him to who been there and got a ring.
I don't even want to talk about the next time.
But let's stop it.
Please, let's get into this.
Yeah, I already go. I got Houston taking them.
Yeah, me too.
Go to State.
Me too.
Ooh,
Me too.
I don't.
Boy, y'all crazy. That's a sweep.
Said Houston
No.
with Golden State.
That's a sweep.
Yeah.
You think Golden State gonna sweep?
They might
Houston?
win one game.
There you know.
Houston might win one game.
They play after LeBron, right?
No, I don't know who go first.
I don't really know. I know for a fact Golden State and Cleveland going back, regardless of what.
It's Houston. It's Houston, Cleveland, and
Bro, I got Golden State, Boston, and something.
Oh, you drunk?
It's gonna be. I think both.
What are y'all
Series
gonna
gonna be
do?
great.
They first off,
both.
the Celtics are a better organized team than the Cavaliers. Toronto would just nut it up. They just got scared to see LeBron. They don't
It's about the players. It's about the players, and everybody understand. It's about the championship rivalry too, bro. You gotta imagine how many teams did that rivalry shit all the time, regardless of who you thought
It
was
wasn't
gonna
that
be in
many.
there.
It wasn't that
It was
many.
the Lakers and the Celtics
Celtics
for
had-
how long?
Forever, though. That was
For
the only one.
hella.
That was the only one.
It's been Golden State. It ain't even really been Golden State. It's been LeBron and goddamn Kevin Durant, cause them niggas been
It's been LeBron.
rival.
It ain't LeBron and Golden State.
But
Golden State,
even,
they go to
OKC,
4 years.
even when Kevin Durant was on
He went once,
OKC, they went
and
to
that was
the
that
finals.
rookie year. I think it was like not that rookie year. That was like
They went twice.
that was James Harden rookie year.
I thought they went twice.
No, they only went to the finals once in OKC.
Okay.
And they went to the conference finals once too. But they never went to the finals. They only went to the finals. They lost.
I mean, you telling
They
me
won one
Golden
game.
State is gonna sweep?
I got.
I don't got to
win in
I
one
say
game.
at least like 4-2, if not, goddamn.
I think
If
he's
not,
winning one game.
4-1.
Y'all let the
Boys
people
playing.
hype y'all. The
It
people
ain't
in
even
the
about the
stats hype
people
y'all
hyping
up.
up. It's not about
I
that.
gotta look
I'm
at
saying-
player versus player.
I'm seeing what I see on.
Player versus player.
I just know when it come to being competitive and the nigga know they a champion, you're
They
not
play-
finna
they play.
lose to somebody that's
Utah.
not a champion. You know what I'm
Donovan
saying?
Mitchell got hurt the last game. He was coming back on them that game. If James Harden didn't stick his knee out, it'd have been a game. It'd have been a better game than how it ended. They blew him out because Donovan Mitchell got hurt in the third
Well,
quarter.
they wouldn't have went on past if they made it past the Rockets. They wouldn't have went on past that. You can't have
The
just
Rockets
one-
not getting. You
can't
saying the
have,
same?
You
yeah,
can't have a rookie
You're right.
as of Donovan Mitchell.
I mean, Magic Johnson.
be your team.
Magic Johnson.
Completely different era.
He was a rookie.
Yeah, but now it's most of these teams are stacked with at least 3 superstars.
Yeah, that is true.
Not most of the teams, just the good
The
teams.
ones right now, we in the playoffs.
Which super team? How many super teams? You see?
Well, Boston don't
It's
have
a-
no.
Golden State,
Boston don't have nobody.
Boston, Cleveland, and Houston. How many super teams are on that?
All 4.
I would say one.
You got 2. You got Golden State whole
Yeah,
squad.
Golden State and Houston.
Cleveland.
Golden State and Cleveland a super team?
Yeah, because
LeBron is the
makes
only
them today.
superstar on the team.
But he's so good, he makes his
So
other.
you gotta have 2 superstars to be a super team.
A super team is a super group of people. Not just a super person.
Group, not a couple.
Nah, I feel like
I'm talking about with
it is a
Houston
super
though.
team.
I'm talking about Houston.
Cleveland is a super team.
Hell no.
Y'all crazy.
I'm talking about Houston. Do
What Golden State and Houston the super team.
You sure got 2 people.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they got 3. Capella gets slept on.
He's a superstar.
He's not.
I think he's way better than people.
Don't get me right. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's very good.
Don't get it right. We're not.
He's very underrated, but I don't think he's a superstar.
He gonna get you 20 and
But
10.
still-
They don't even call plays.
But still, like that
That's like
argument.
Dennis Rodman. He got you that.
He was a superstar. He was a super team. What do you
He was an all-star. He just got the trash.
He
What
made
was
them
left
a super
up
team.
What was left up there? That's what he got. No plays was ran for him.
Dennis Rodman
He
made
played
the
for
Bulls a super team.
He-
Just like how Draymond Green glue the Warriors together.
He's not a
That's-
superstar.
I don't like him. Although I like
Who
the
said he
Golden
was a
State
super?
Warriors.
You ain't gotta be a superstar.
Glue
But
player.
you're a super player. Like y'all collectively
You don't like
make
that he a
a
glue
super
player?
No, I love blue players. They need it.
Who are the 3 on Golden State? Who are the big 3?
What do you mean? Like, we really been having a conversation.
On who team?
Golden State. No, I'm not saying like I don't. At least Clay.
Yeah.
Clay over.
I would think I would
Draymond.
take it over. I would take Draymond Green over Clay.
Uh,
As much as he brings to the
Clay Thompson, Draymond cannot score 60 points and only dribble the ball 11 times. Clay Thompson.
What about Iguodala? He better than Clay, ain't he?
Oh my God. We just having. We just.
I'm just saying. You know, you got to be.
I'm not
you got
gonna do
three
this.
players.
Y'all Cavalier fans.
You ain't got
Y'all just saying stuff. Y'all just saying stuff because y'all Cavalier
I'm a
fans.
Bear.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
not even a Cowboys fan.
I'm not about these guys.
I asked the question.
Who you think are the top 3?
I said Draymond over Clay.
I don't
Why?
think so.
Because of what he brings to that team,
I could have sworn
man.
it was team on team, not teammate. Y'all talking about who the best teammate?
No, who the best on the team?
Who the top 3? Who the big 3 for the war?
For the who they in the big 3 for the Miami?
Clay played great
Who's
defense.
gonna
He's one of
stay
their top
big 3?
defensive players.
You know it's gonna be Durant and
And he can outscore.
Cause y'all win without
Curry.
Who y'all win with the third?
Right.
Who the 2 is, who the 3rd?
Who the third?
I think we need. Nah,
What do you
I
think?
wouldn't say.
I said who could Golden State win a championship without first Draymond or Clay?
Draymond.
No, bro.
I think.
He brings a lot to that. I don't even like it. I don't like dudes. I just
But
like
there's
his
nothing
play.
for somebody else to step up on the Golden State Warriors.
Exactly. Their system is made
You
like
can
Spurs.
get another shooter.
It don't
can
matter.
get another guy like
Clay can make up for that
Who?
shit.
Who's like Draymond? Who in the league is like Draymond?
Hustler.
Name another.
Name another. Ain't nobody gonna shoot like Clay. Ain't nobody scoring 60
I didn't
points.
say- you don't
off
need
11
it.
dribble.
You don't need it.
Yes, you do.
Now with
If you got 3 guys, they
You
can
need somebody who has the ability to do that. When you
not with Steph and KD on the
How
same
come?
team.
What if they both
they
got hit?
off. What if they off?
What if they not hit?
Y'all lost that one game, or y'all really hurt.
Bro, you crazy.
You acting like you really underestimate.
All right, how
Draymond,
many super
man.
teams do you see, Arthur?
I see one.
And who that? Who is that?
Yours.
Oh, okay. Who win the final?
Mine. What are you talking about? Mine.
Because LeBron
I'm going with that.
LeBron can hold a challenge.
Like
I'm a wait a minute. What's going on?
Oh, I ain't
Do
even
you not need to
I
show
didn't
you?
see- I didn't
see-
Do I need to know? You're not looking
LeBron
at
elevates. One thing, I think LeBron should have
I got it everywhere.
should get MVP
My jacket.
even in the playoffs. He elevates teams. It's not the team. He got to go to a superstar team.
He needs
elevate
superstars
players.
around.
He can elevate players to get there.
So, how did he get here with no superstar?
Because Toronto was chump.
And everybody to play against it.
And the Pacers wasn't ready.
Oh man, you already got an excuse.
It was basically
So it's
Victor
gonna be,
Oladipo
so it's
versus
gonna be the
LeBron.
same. So it's gonna be the same thing. Once
So if Cousins
No,
was,
they got a system.
so once
they
he
got
does
Cousins
it,
was
what
healthy.
he's gonna be saying?
if Cousins
Y'all
was
not gonna
healthy,
beat Boston.
if Cousins was healthy, with Golden State
You got
swept,
Boston
That's
Green.
not Boston.
with Golden State have beaten
That's like your
New
Boston.
Orleans. If Cousins was healthy,
Yeah, you would have beat
what
them.
would they? No.
They beat them.
They already number this out.
That was gonna happen anyway. I was nervous about the Pelicans before we played them, but once you watch the game, you can pretty much see how the series goes.
Cousins was there.
How we
They
beat
were
them
sure.
with Cousins on the team this season.
Not in the series. But that was
Everybody
pretty
always
much.
straight up the regular
We
season.
covered
Because that's
all.
what you go off of. That's what the 82 games before. For ranking to see how the teams
But
match
can
up
you
against
really
each other.
gauge how a team would do in a series?
Yes, you
Because
can.
of the-
Yeah, you can. I can pretty
Okay, well,
good.
LeBron.
Only series that surprised me is this Boston and 76. I thought 76.
So when I just
was gonna
told
run
you
back.
that the 2 championship teams are going back, why did you tell me no?
I
You don't believe
said
this?
Boston and the Warriors is going to the final.
Thank you. But
Wait a
also,
minute. Who do you root for? Who are you going for?
I don't care.
Oh, then what we out there like?
But I know Golden State is gonna go back. Period.
Okay.
Why would you not think Cleveland is gonna go back?
Because I think Boston has a better team than Cleveland.
It's not even about the better team. Regardless if Cleveland didn't even want to go back, the mass is gonna put them niggas back.
Whoa.
so you think it's rigged?
That's what I'm.
When Cam Newton had stumbled across their goddamn.
The Get Great made this.